experience that a lot of them haven't experienced at the schools, so it's wonderful for them. Jan, why don't you come up and tell us a little bit about what it means to be an artist in the Ouachita Mountain area.
Okay. Well, you couldn't ask for a better place to paint, because there's so many bits of water, waterfalls and mountains and color, and it's just God's nature just is always inspiring. Most of the other people in the Three Rivers group, which is based in Glenwood, are all basically of the same thought. They all get inspired from the nature and the beauty of the earth, or sometimes the people of the area. And what I have painted for a lot of years. Since I was very small, I started out drawing, and of course when I had my family, I kind of didn't do much. And then I went back to college and finished my last 2 years because I wasn't smart enough to stay in the first 2 years. But I finished in the late 90s, in 99. And so I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from Henderson. But I've taken from a lot of other places. And I go to the community college to take a class, partly because it's just good camaraderie with a lot of artists there too. And I've taken classes here, and there's a lot of experience to be gotten out of the Hot Springs area because we're just full of so many talented people in all different areas. Mostly I do oils, watercolor, and pen and ink. Now I also do acrylics, and whatever I decide to just try because it's something I want to see how it works. But I have black and white photographs that I did in college. I'm not doing those anymore, but I'm taking a lot of those and I'm hand tinting them like they did in the 30s, but a little more brilliantly. Some of them are softer colored, but I just sold a piece here last weekend that was a still life of some antique Dr. Pepper bottles that I had, and it was hand-tinted silver print. I have a watercolor right over there that is something I tried that's real different, that's layered. Some are, I do a watercolor, then I do watercolor pieces and cut them out and make like I made 2 red birds in the snow and the little berries there. You can look at it, it's like 3 or 4 layers there, different levels of watercolor. I have, this piece is an oil, and then I have these 2 over here, and they're both oil, but the top one with the koi is actually got a little bit of impasto, which is beeswax and pigment and medium mixed in together and then painted over. It's mostly just the switches for the water and the bubbles. The church below that is, that's an actual turnstile at that church. And it's difficult to do white on white, so you have to really look, you know, to see the colors in places sometimes. A lot of people just think it's all dull white, but it's not. You have reflections and you have shadows and just all comes out different. And that piece was a little bit of a challenge because of that, but I enjoyed it. This one is close to where I live. This is up on the, I don't know if you're familiar with Blakely Mountain Dam. When you stand up on the dam and you have this view, this right over here is the powerhouse down below. And this is the actual old river itself before it fans out. It fans out way back in here into Lake Hamilton. But this is where I live in this area, and I really am inspired a lot by it. And I love the water and the leaves, things like that, because they're always changing. So picking up all the little subtleties is one of the things I like to do. The water isn't just plain flat blue. it's got a lot of other colors in it, and this one has a lot of layers, and that's what I tend to. Sometimes I want to start out loose and quick, and it doesn't usually end up that way. I end up taking my time, and I'm really a detailed person. So, but I'm always striving to learn and striving to add more depth. Some of my paintings have double meanings. I have one that's a self-portrait that's non-traditional, that's a large stained glass window that's a little taller than I am, but it was done in the time of my life that I was going through premenopausal, and I'm sorry for saying that, but it was a lot of changes in my life, and it has a lot of things in it, meanings. And I have a couple of others that way, but this is basically what I like to do. And I like to see people enjoy them and look at them a second and third time. And that's what we strive to do, is to get the viewer to come and look at it more than once and see more than what first glance is there, and bring their own memories and feelings to the pieces.